I never got to ask my mom for advice. I think that's one of the hardest things. And I know a lot of people are able to have those conversations with their parents. But I think I'm just more motivated by the fact that I'm still here and I'll be able to make them proud and fulfill those promises. So that's more what drives me, I think, and kind of consoles me. Oh, thank you. Do you want to look through some of these? Sure. My mom grew up in Nicaragua. My dad moved from the Dominican Republic to New York when he was 8 years old. Do you remember the time that he went up in the medical conference and just started talking?
Oh yeah.
He's not a doctor, and he just started talking about healthcare and family medicine. He was just a really silly guy, but I think that complemented mom really well, right? Like mom was more calm and more like shy, and he was more out there and outgoing. Do you remember the time that Growing up, I think my mom was one of the only Hispanic doctors that I knew. I think my dad was more business-minded, so my dad was like, let's just go for it. And they went ahead and purchased a practice that was shutting down in downtown LA. Mi Doctura means my doctor in the female tense, but I know that my dad and my mom built that practice together. As they grew, those values that my mom had of giving back to the community, she implemented into her practice. Just seeing that impact was really inspiring for me. One of the things I appreciate was, even though they were both really busy, we never stopped having that sense of unity. We'd be here on the couch watching TV or movies. We all ate dinner together. I think it's little things like that that kind of helped us be who we are today. My mom, she really wanted me to go to UCR. She was like really proud of me. This was our last photo shoot together with my dad, and then it says, "I hope I made you proud, old man. #UCR bound." I promised my dad right before he passed away that I would finish my career and I would be a doctor and I would help patients like him. I think my dad was proud of me for wanting to follow in my mom's footsteps, and that was one of the last conversations I had with him. My dad passed away in February and I started school in September. One of the things I always had in the back of my mind was, you have to be the man of the house now, take care of your family. I just turned 18 and I don't even know what classes I'm gonna take. I just moved into my dorm room and I felt like, in a sense, I was like abandoning my family, which was really hard because I now felt like I had to, take care of my family. I think I felt like I couldn't take that time to grieve because I was starting school, and I knew that if I stopped, I don't think I would have kept going. I wasn't mentally there. I was checked out. My mind was here, my mind was thinking about my parents, and so that was really hard for me to navigate. My mom got diagnosed in my second year at UCR. I feel like whether it's God or life just threw a new challenge at us, so now my focus went to, okay, now I have to, take care of my mom, and it's just a whole nother thing to think about. There'd be times where I wouldn't be able to go to class, we'd be at the hospital all day. I had to just take a step back from school. That's kind of what life looked like for me, really just staying at home, just to try and spend as much time with her as possible. A gift that she really liked is right here. Diga conmigo, la dulce presencia de Dios está en este lugar. Wow, I did not think this would work, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of making me emotional. During that time, I felt like I took a step forward in my academics and had to take 2 steps back. I knew I didn't want to quit, but at one point I really considered just stopping school to just be at home full time. Did you ask the hospital for this, or how'd you get this? We have this I did not know that we had, which was my mom's last heartbeat on an echo. We were just at least fortunate enough to be there with her as she went to go rest. Wow. I never thought that my mom would pass away, and so for me, that was, it hit me like a truck. I feel like it honestly destroyed me. I didn't know what to do. Again, I thought, can I continue school? Because now we were alone. It was really hard, and I just said, okay, I'm gonna push all these feelings down and deal with them later, but right now, I have finals, I have school to do. I wanted to feel normal, I think, when I was at school. I wanted my home away from home to actually feel like a comfortable space, so I didn't tell anyone. After my mom passed away is when I got to get the most out of UCR, diving into clubs, leadership opportunities, and mentorship opportunities. And I just felt like it was more of a community. It sounds maybe cliche, but I really felt like I was at like a second home. One of my history professors told me just take all the time you need, and that his dad had also recently passed away, and so he could relate to how that felt. There's just another layer of support that I felt that I had from the professors and from UCR was giving me that space to just go through this, and I didn't think I'd be able to do that. I feel like I was taken care of, which was really important for me. That was a huge blessing that I was really grateful for it. Knowing that I'm gonna be going back to UCR at their medical school was just, I really do feel like it's like a home for me, and this is where I would like to make a difference. One of the biggest things that I noticed from my parents was how generous they were. They would always go to missions trips in Nicaragua or the Dominican Republic and bring medical supplies to like the underserved. They'd give a lot of their clothes away. Anything that they got, they would try and pour back, whether it was a community, church, our family. My parents' legacy, I think, was marked by giving and their generosity. The more that you get, it's not so that you could have it for yourself, and enjoy it, but it's so that you could help other people. And they would always tell us how important it was to give back. So I thought, why don't I do the same thing? After my parents passed away, we were very fortunate and blessed, I would say, to have some financial support that they had left behind. That's how we funded the foundation and the scholarship. And so I thought the perfect name to continue this legacy is the Mi Doctura Foundation, which sure, it's the same name as the clinic, but it represents so much more. If there's a lot of students that are going through what I'm going through, maybe a similar situation, I thought this is where I would like to make a difference. The scholarship to me, honestly, is my way of telling students that you're not alone. It's okay to need support, because at the end of the day, you can't control what life is throwing at you. Knowing that every year we're going to be able to make a positive impact in a student's life is really rewarding, I think, and just kind of fulfills that mission. It's what we wanted to do. We got our medical kits today, and I'm missing a stethoscope, and I didn't know, so I brought this one with me. It was my mom's, and I feel like it was meant to be for me to wear this. It's like a full circle moment. I hope they'd be proud, and I could, show them that I'm doing what I promised I would do. We were able to do this, my sister and I, because she's just as much a part of this journey as I am. I know that it started off with tragedy, and it started off with a lot of change in our lives. And so I wanted to be marked by resilience and just compassion, that sense of giving back to the community. Hopefully, as the foundation grows and the work we're doing grows, we're able to add to the scholarship and make it so that maybe it could even be life-changing for a student and be really, really impactful. I would love that to be the type of the story that I leave behind. I'm here, and I know there's a lot to come, but I feel like if I can make it this far, I could go all the way. I'm just really grateful to have the opportunity to do this.